So, what is going on, everyone? Here we are for ACNA Race 7, well, qualifying for Race 8 at Phoenix. Well, before we get to the qualifying, I never covered the actual qualifying itself. Here we are covering the drivers who are outside top 35 in points and trying to get their fastest time in 10 minutes. Let's see if you can do it here. There's 17 guys outside top 35 trying to get in. There's only 9 spots available, by the way. So, oh boy, that should be interesting to say the least. Only 9 spots available for this full field to see who will get. Who tries to get in? See how that goes. Not much to talk about to say the least. I don't know. We'll get to it when we get to it. But my goodness. So yeah, really not much to say. Last race was it was, instead of top 35 qualifying for Charlotte, it was a straight up race, kind of like an All-Star Open kind of thing, and it was kind of halfway point, and it was the longest race of the season, and it ended in absolute disaster. At least the qualifying race itself. Well, the race itself was a disaster too, but the qualifying race in itself was a disaster. There were quite a few surprising DNQs because of that. But hey, that is pretty much whatever you saw for Charlotte is probably the only time. Is basically the only time it's going to happen. For the rest of the season, we're sticking with this format. So, at least for anyone who really hated the results of that, well, there you go. Now let's get to start looking through the field of what is going on here. First guy we're looking at, the 55 of Quinn Half. Now, the thing is, he's only made one other start this season with Casey Waller Racing. This is a team that had Casey Waller as a guy who had rivaled, for some story here, that Casey Waller rivaled Jack Sworth Noah in the Wisconsin late model scene. And well, he hasn't really ran. I guess he just didn't want to spend much money on it. It doesn't take much money to run these anyway, but I guess he just didn't feel the need to really run the team full time for some reason. Who knows, he might next season, I'm not sure. And whether or not that'd be a Quinn Half, who knows? I mean, Quinn Half didn't really do awful in his one start. So I don't know. There might be hope in Quinn Half yet. If he is to go full time, if the team is to go full time. So yeah, Quinn Half for anyone who's curious. He's currently 62nd in the standings, which is second to last amongst. There's only been 63 different drivers this season, in this series, in the ACNA series. Half is second to last, but that's because he's only made one start. Although he didn't get many points out of that one start. Here's what it is. Anyway, let's start looking through the field now. We're at the halfway point already. Wow, I bicker a lot. Well, Kantara Jr. is the slowest right now, but that could easily change. There's still quite a bit of time to go. Doing the math in my head, let's see. Because 10 minutes, their fastest times are like 24, almost 25. So they're getting in. They could get at least 25 laps in. Wait, that sounds stupid. I don't know. I might be off on that. I'm telling a single driver could get probably at least 17 laps. I don't know. They're not going. No, they could get like 40 laps. I don't know. I'm being stupid. That's if they're out for the whole time, and they're obviously not. They're going to be in and out. Though it is quite a bit more money for them to spend just to try and go through the cars in this, but hey, that's the price to pay. Heck, it's nothing too frantic. Then again, it's not like a race in itself. They're just qualifying. It's just group qualifying, which sounds easy enough if you're like an F1 fan here in group qualifying. Well, oh boy, over on this side of the world, that could be more complicated. Cody Dennison, I don't know how many starts he's made. About maybe 3. I'm not sure how many he's attempted. Maybe 4. I don't know. I know he DNQ'd for one of the races. Probably. I don't remember. If he has, I'm not seeing it in the notes. Because he wasn't at Bristol Dirt. He hasn't really. Yeah, Dennison isn't really one to DNQ. But then again, I don't even know how many starts he's made. And these two are side by side. Michael Hoax wound up, speaking of a guy who got screwed over because of, you know, because it was like an actual race in itself last time out. Michael Hoeks in '88, outside top 35, mainly because he was only attempting his second start. So, yeah, and we're pretty deep into the season by now, so yeah. And wound up in that crash. He got a lot of damage. Yeah, it was late in the race. Like, it was a disaster, man. Either that or it was at the start. I don't remember. The qualifier race in itself was chaotic. Then we got Dale Corley, who flipped over. He made it into the race, the main race. So at Charlotte, props to him. But then he wound up in the big one of the earlier big ones, and wound up flipping over as a result, which is a shame. There's Racer Sorelli. What time has he got? By the way, top 9 fastest times get into the show, because it's like 33 open spots. By the way, there are 33 guys locked in. 33 out of 35 are actually in the race itself. The two guys in the top 35 who are not even here is Casey Kane and Hemi Cardinal, and those are dirt ringers. But they did so well in their 2 starts. They've been like keeping up. They've been holding up like 2 spots in the top 35 forever. And there's a new one for Hanakanaka Racing. Yui Ito. I almost said Yuki. Good lord. Yui Ito. Apparently no limbs. Forgot the situation there. Probably prosthetic stuff. I don't know. I don't know the whole story there, but in that 26, making her debut, making her debut. She's attempting to make her first race. See how that goes. So far she's in the show in 7th. Joey Gason 9th. Lupton got pick up pace, and he just lost it to Martin Stone. Let's talk about that actually. There's Pikes Peak's Tanner Shaw. There's Lupton, like I just mentioned. He just got passed up by the 70. There's Quinn Half again. Martin Stone. 70 of Martin Stone. Now, basically had to miss out on like a couple races, because Kyle Keller was set for certain race in the 70 car for, I think, whatever the team was called, KKM Development, which I think KK stands for Kyle Keller. I don't know what it stands for, but anyway, Kyle Keller was like brutally like T-boned during that open race in the last few laps of the Charlotte Open, whatever you call it, ACNA Open, whatever you want to call it. And basically he's missing out for the rest of the season. So whatever other races I know Keller was scheduled for race 8, which I'm going to mention race 9, because I'm going to mention what that's going to be. It's going to be, race 9 is going to be different for certain reasons. We will get to that when we get to that. Let's see. So what else to talk about? Well, yeah, so Martin Stone. So whatever race Keller was scheduled for, those are canceled now. Me and Martin Stone could just run the rest of the season. Or at least just open for him to run the rest of the season, however you want to put it. There we have the O2 of Amber Balkan. And oh my goodness, her story, it's been rough, as she's been driving for Hanakanaka Racing, DNQ like twice or 3 times, and even though she managed to get into the ACNA Open and actually race in Charlotte race itself, she's still hanging on by a thread, according to Hanakanaka, or at least what she told the media recently. So we're gonna see how that goes. At this point, she cannot make, even though she's been making more races lately, she cannot make more mistakes. Or say more races lately. She failed to qualify in Nashville. She made Charlotte, but she does not make this race. With 33 seconds left to go. Well, she is not in the show. My goodness. By the way, she got Kia Tori. Oh, there's the unlucky Dean Thompson in 4th, by the way. There's a Tori in the 61. He's the one who T-boned Kyle Keller. This guy at his age, oh boy. Well, I guess he just figured, just keep trying. Right now, him trying is not good enough. Ito got one last shot here. Oh boy. Balkan got the last spot, actually. How did Balkan get in the last bit? That might have been it. I don't know. We're going to have to see. Here are the guys so far. Pikes Peak's Tanner Shaw fails again. Joey Gase fails. Lupton failed. Hal fails. Dennison, slowest time in the field. Amongst these guys, at least. So I think that's it, guys. So yeah, that is about it for the. Yeah, I think the scene is complete. So yeah, those are the times. Yui Ito just missed out on the show by looks like 6. Yeah, by 6 thousandths of a second. Yui Ito missed the show to Amber Balkan. Quite the revelation. Alright guys, here's the results of here are the results, or here are the times in total. I haven't really, sorry I didn't mention everybody. My goodness, I was busy, because I was so busy with all the other stories. But I think I covered pretty much most of these guys. The only guys I didn't really cover, story-wise, I think was Chris Fortin in 99, the 87 J.J. Ellie, and the 44 Annunziata, which props to Annunziata finally qualifying. This guy has been struck. Poor Annunziata's had a rough time. I don't know how to describe it. But anyway, he made the show. Lupton once again fails to make the field. This guy, over and over again. The unlucky, unfortunate Dean Thompson is in the field now. So at least he made it this time. I think Thompson was also a victim of that big crash at the open race. Let's see. Stone DNQ'd. So much for it being open for Stone. Balkan made it in. Poor Pikes Peaks Tanner Shaw. Oh, man. Pikes Peaks Tanner Shaw is out again. I don't know what to say about that. Okay, I'm going to try to get quicker about this. So Shaw's out. Ito DNQ. You know what? I don't know. There was quite a big field to try and make the show. So who knows? Like, she might get it next time if she's wanna do it again. But at least the story here, Balkan. This was, at least for Balkan, this was do or die situation. She might have been straight up fired on the spot if she did not make the show. So at least there's that. Tori's out. Dennison DNQ, as I say, yeah, he was the slowest. Good Lord, Half. I think Hoax, where's the 88 of Hoax? He's in. He's actually second fastest time. So there's that. So looking at the field, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that is 9. So that's your field. D and Q. Honestly, you probably seen already on the bottom who it was just who made the field, because like, yeah. So yeah, hope to see you guys. And the Phoenix race itself should be interesting. And other than that, for now, that will be about it.